Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Rambo 3. And this movie came out in 1988, and it's directed by Peter MacDonald, and this was his first feature film. And I don't think I've seen anything from him before. I didn't like this movie at all. I thought this movie was bad. And even the action scenes had nothing for me. Like, cool explosions, that was fun. And I still like seeing Sylvester Stallone as John Rambo still. But that's about it. I didn't really care about anything that was going on. And this movie was not very well shot throughout. That was a big problem for me. And there were plenty of shots that are just way too close, especially in the action scenes. And it just ruins the action because of this. And never once can I see the location very well. And I just wish that things were shown better visually. And that just never happens in this movie. This is also probably the most boring Rambo movie ever, because I was not invested in anything that was going on. I was just waiting for the next scene to happen. The next scene eventually did happen, and nothing was going on in that scene. And this movie is just a montage of just people talking nonstop about nothing. And it really just ruins the pacing, and it's just a means to get us to the action scenes, and the action, it's more entertaining than the talking scenes, even if they're not all that great. And the pacing in this movie is really slow, especially in the first half, where there's like nothing happening. There's like 2 action scenes in the first half of the movie, and that is it. Everything else is just slowly building up to like this plot that we have to get to, and it's just not interesting. And the plot of this movie has some similarities to the previous film, except there's fewer stakes, and it's just a rescue mission, and that's about it. It's nothing special, and it was a film that I could have never watched, and I believe I have seen this movie before, but I completely forgot about it. Like, there's nothing memorable about this movie. Same thing with the second movie. I've seen 1 through 4, but I could only remember things about 1 and 4, not 2 and 3. Because now that I've revisited them this year, I can now officially say that they're pretty boring, and that's probably why I don't really remember much about them. Because there was never much of a hook for me. I was never engaged, whereas I just don't feel that way about the first movie, and eventually I'll get to the 4th movie and maybe one day the 5th. The child actor in this movie, I never bought him. He was pretty annoying, and he took up a decent amount of screen time. Everything in this movie just felt so hollow and just nothing happening. Like, I don't care about the music, I don't care about the story, I don't care about the characters, I don't care about what's happening visually, I don't care about the action. It's just one of the most hollow films you could possibly make, and the only reason why this movie isn't a 1 out of 10 for me is because I've seen worse. That's the only reason this movie is not a 1 out of 10 for me. I have seen worse. Not saying that is a bar that just because I have seen worse, then it's automatically not a 1 out of 10. What I am saying is that it's not as incompetent as some films that I can name off the top of my head that are just 1 out of 10s. I just absolutely refuse to watch those movies again. So we'll skip this movie. It doesn't even matter in the Rambo timeline. There's not really anything that connects this movie to anything that has happened in this universe, really. And it's just a boring mess that has nothing in it. Like, I don't even know what else to say about it. So, with all that being said, I'm going to give Rambo 3 a 2 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos as always. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below you thought of Rambo 3 and my social media links. They will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up. And it's going to be a film that has been in my collection for about 5 years, and I've never reviewed it. And the only reason I haven't done that is because I didn't review the previous movies in this franchise. those being numbers 2 and 3, which I just talked about. So might as well just get the fourth film out of the way. Rambo from 2008, directed by Sylvester Stallone this time. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.